Hello, I'm here to tell you the story of a stick. I had thought about going on a sputter trip for a long time. I finally decided to just sign up and go. On departure day, we were sent off with well wishes from family, friends, and members of St. Philip's. After a couple days of travel, we reached our destination, Mayfield, Kentucky. We were here to help rebuild efforts after a tornado struck about 2 years ago. We unpacked and set up home base for the week. Each day we would start our day with breakfast prepared by our kitchen crew, headed up by Dawn Young. She had various helpers throughout the week, including Beth, Kim, and Cheryl, along with some others. Ken was always up early to prepare coffee. At this time we also packed our own brown bag lunch. Each day teams were divided up and crew leaders were assigned. On day one I was assigned to work with a team to install windows and doors. We installed 10 windows and 4 doors in 2 homes. While our team did this work, another team went to our main construction site to prepare the foundation for the house that we were going to build throughout the week. Another team worked at the church that we were staying at and did drywall work, sanding, and painting for rooms that would be used by other volunteers. In the evening, we would come back to the home base and clean up with a shower. We would eat dinner at 6 p.m., followed by a meeting to discuss the day's activities. Each meeting started with a devotion to center ourselves around doing God's work. On day 2, my team went to another house to install more doors and more windows, while the other teams continued working on their projects. The team at the main construction site got all the I-beam subflooring up, and the team at the church had the basement coming along nicely. On day 3, we broke into 2 teams. One team went to the housing site, and one team stayed at the church to work on the basement rooms. By lunchtime, we had all the exterior walls up, and we started working on the interior walls. On day 4 and 5, we continued work on the house, completing all the framing, including trusses, exterior sheathing, and most of the roof. Another team went to a warehouse to build 50-plus sawhorses for a large group of over 100 volunteers that were coming to Mayfield in the following month. On day 5, we had a pizza party outside. During this time, Richard Young told a story. He explained that they made so many trips to the Gulf Coast that the site coordinator started calling the sputter folks boomerangs because they just kept coming back. A first-timer heard this story and said, "Wow, so I'm a boomerang?" And Richard said, "No, you're a stick. You make trip number 2, then you'll become a boomerang." At that time, Richard picked up a bag and presented the 4 of us first-timers with our very own hand-engraved with a magic marker stick. He then presented 3 others with their boomerang for making their second trip.
Thanks, everybody. I had a really great time.
And you'll be back for your boomerang?
Yep.
Yay!
Now that you've heard the story of a stick, are you ready to jump on in and join the team? Give it a shot. Become a stick. You'll enjoy it, I promise.